The last unit of AP Chemistry is electrochemistry, and we're going to be looking at the chemical processes that drive electricity. And I find this unit to be very fascinating because we'll be exploring about how batteries work and other aspects of electrical energy. So first off, let's make sure you can review those oxidation numbers, and that's why we had you learn them over the summer, and we're now going to put them to good use. So you've seen this many times already throughout the year when we kept on asking you on those free responses if the reaction is redox, and if so, what is reduced and oxidized. And I believe I told you on a number of occasions that if the oxidation number increases, it is oxidized, and if the oxidation number decreases, it is reduced. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and pause the video and assign oxidation numbers to each one of these species. Okay, both the reaction side and the product side. So pause that video. So as you can see, there is a change in oxidation numbers. So to answer that first question, it is yes. And what is being oxidized? Fe is oxidized because it goes from a oxidation number of 0 to positive 2, and Mn is reduced because it goes from positive 7 to positive 2. Okay, and you might want to also remember the acronym, the oil rig, okay, which means that oxidation is losing electron, reduction is gaining electron. Okay, so when the manganese goes from a +7 to a +2, it is gaining electrons which have a negative charge. So we're saying that the electrons are being transferred from the iron atom to the manganese atom. Okay, that would be in the case of redox reaction. So let's go ahead and try this again with this type of reaction. So once again, you may pause the video and assign oxidation numbers to each one of these species. So you can see here that there is no change in oxidation numbers. This is in fact a precipitation reaction, which is not a redox reaction. The ion, they don't change the charges at all in the process. They're just forming ionic compounds with other ions. So this reaction is not a redox reaction. Okay, there's no change in the oxidation number. Okay, so that is it for the basics of electrochemistry, namely what oxidation number is used for, which is to identify whether the reaction is redox or not, and what reduction and oxidation mean. Oxidation is losing electron, reduction is gaining electron. So in a redox reaction, electrons are being transferred from one species to another.